Technology Awards. Usually, we present these awards at the North American Spine Society meeting. This year, however, since NASA's virtual, we're using our new business, OTW Broadcasting, to hold this gala event where we, through these awards, celebrate innovation and the engineers and inventors that continue to move the practice of spine care forward. I'm April Bruffy, Vice President of Sales for RRY Publications, and joining me today is David Briggs. David comes to OTW Broadcasting from CNN, NBC Sports, and Fox News. Dave, welcome.
Thank you, April. It is wonderful to be here. Thanks to all of you for being at this terrific event. What a great crowd we have here. Even noticed a celebrity or two among us, which is reminiscent of a story from a few years back at the Academy Awards, when a winner, after thanking their agent and their director, also thanked their spine surgeon at Cedars-Sinai. And as someone who's had back surgery twice, 25 years apart, I can certainly appreciate the value of a great spine surgeon, so thanks to all of you. And that's a good reminder of what this event and what we are all about. And that's taking care of patients with debilitating back problems. The Spine Technology Award program is now in its 12th year. And as Robin Young intended when he first started this program, its purpose is to celebrate innovation and to honor the inventors and engineers who are moving the art and the practice of spine care forward. April, if you could give our audience a brief explanation of the award methodology.
Thanks, Dave. This year was a record year for submissions, and as we do every year, we assembled a group of spine key thought leaders to read each submission and score it. Each new technology was scored according to how well they met the following criteria: originality, clinical relevance, likelihood of improving patient outcomes, cost effectiveness, and finally, we asked the surgeons, would they use it? Now, Dave, would you please introduce our judges for this year's awards?
It would be my honor. We have an outstanding panel of judges this year in alphabetical order. Dr. Paul Anderson, Dr. Jeffrey Goldstein, Dr. Jeffrey Gum, Dr. Mark Riley, Dr. Kern Singh, and Dr. Hanson Yuan.
What an outstanding panel, and thank you to each and every doctor who participated. You are contributing significantly to nurturing and supporting innovation in spine care. Dave, are you ready to introduce the winners of the 2020 Best Spine Technologies?
Very much am, April. Presenting this year's winners of the Best New Technology in Spine are Tim Schmidt and Neil Hightower, who manage the RRY Executive Recruiting Service. With more than 40 years of recruiting experience in healthcare and now part of the RRY Publications Network, Neil and Tim are your preferred partners to building a high-growth, well-run business. Neil and Tim, the program is yours.
Thank you very much, Dave. We are delighted to be part of this amazing program. Our first winner is a company that was founded in California.
And the winner is Octus Surgical, and they won for their dynamic vertebral tethering system. Congratulations to Octus and their team. John Barrett, boy, Tim, we've talked to John multiple times. What a terrific guy. Congratulations, John.
He is, Neil, yeah.
Murali Kadava and Dillian Kawai.
Thank you, Tim and Neil, for this award. And thank you, Robin, for doing this every year and acknowledging great spine technologies. I want to introduce our team. I want to talk about our technology briefly, and I want to let you hear from a couple of our surgeons. John?
Yes, hi, my name is John Ashley. I'm the Chief Technology Officer for Octus Surgical. Thank you for the award, appreciate it.
Thanks, John. Murali?
Hi, my name is Murali Kadava. I'm the Chief Scientific Officer for Octus Surgical, and thank you very much for this honor.
Thanks, Murali. Dylan?
Hi, I'm Dylan Quat. I'm the technical lead on this project. Feels great to be honored for this award. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. The Octa system, along with the other tethering systems, are designed to eliminate this: fusion surgery and all its associated trauma, complications, and hardware. We want to get to this. This is a young girl looking at fusion surgery. Instead, she got a tether. 2 years later, she's got a straight spine and almost full motion. Octus is going to take this to the next level with a dynamic system and a much stronger tether. Low-profile screws are placed along the vertebral bodies, along with the magnetic engine for adjustment. The tether is inserted through the screws, but only fixed at the top and the bottom, allowing for full systemic adjustment. By activating an external controller, the tether can be tensioned non-surgically over time. With a combination of tensioning and growth modulation, you get to a straight spine. And once you're there, the tether can be released to prevent overcorrection and permit full motion. I'd like to introduce a couple of the surgeons that have been helping us with our development efforts. Steve Wong is a pediatric neurosurgeon at Shriners in Philadelphia. Shriners really pioneered this procedure and have improved upon it over the years. Steve?
Thank you, John. The initial report from Peter Newton actually showed about a 25–26% overcorrection rate with the tether. And similarly, we've seen about 10–15% of children overcorrect and need adjustments based on that. This is an example of a child who had a nice double tether with good results initially, but then overcorrecting across where the arrow points in the thoracolumbar junction. She ultimately needed another surgery to release this in a brace, but really the device of the Octus would avoid this by allowing us to release tension as necessary, or in some cases, maybe tension more. Really, I look forward to bringing this to the market and helping improve our outcomes in these kids.
Thank you, Steve. I'll leave the last word to Dr. Mohammed Diab. Mohammed is the Chief of Pediatric Orthopedics at UCSF Hospital. Mohammed?
Tethering is clearly patient-driven. I don't promote it, but patients find me. And once they've discovered that this is an option, I can rarely talk them back to anything else, including fusion.
Our second winner is a company that was founded in 2010 and is based in King of Prussia, Pennsylvania.
All right. And the winner is Camber Spine. And they won for their OLIF retractor system. Congratulations to inventors Dr. John Williams and Seth Anderson, and the engineers Megan Stauffer and Jason Ciafrani. Accepting for the Camber team is Dan Panacorvo, CEO.
Neil, I bet you they won because of all the great people that we recruited for them.
You're probably right, Tim.
Hi, I'm Daniel Pontecorvo, co-founder and chief executive officer of Camber Spine. I'm here with my co-founder, Seth Anderson, one of our lead engineers, Megan Stauffer, and Robin Young. I want to thank you on behalf of them and all the engineers behind the scenes and the fantastic physicians who help us develop this special product. This is our second year in a row of winning this Spine Innovation Award. This is a highly regarded award, and we're very pleased to be the recipients this year.
As spine has evolved over the last 16 years, at least that I've been in spine, surgeons are continuing their pursuit for how to address the anterior column, and it really started a dialogue between me and Megan to try and figure out how do we create a retractor system that can adapt to the lateral decubitus position for L5-S1 through the bifurcation, as well as something above the bifurcation at the upper levels of the lumbar spine. So, and working collectively with Dr. Williams, we came up with the current retractor system that allows for almost infinite flexibility, and it can adapt to all types of different patient anatomies, all types of patient anomalies, to allow the physicians to get our super proprietary Spira technology from an ALIF or an OLIF implant perspective into the spine from the lateral decubitus position.
I'd like to personally thank Dr. Williams. It had been such a rewarding experience to work with him for the past year and a half. He's such an engaged and dedicated surgeon. And with his help, we were truly able to, understand current frustrations of our competition in order to develop, the great product that we have today. So here we have a setup for our camber retractor system. You can see that there are a number of blade geometries that are available in different widths and lengths. The really cool thing about this retractor system is that you're actually able to place the blades first prior to locking it to a table arm. So instead of being constrained to the shape, the orientation, whatever of the ring, you're actually able to place the blade exactly where you want it in the ideal orientation for any given patient every time.
This is an extra special award for us because it's a great example of how the IMSC innovation with physicians works. So from Seth's visit in San Angelo, Texas, with a surgeon named Luis Duarte, who was doing some incredibly innovative procedures of OLIF from the right side using specialized simplified retractors, this inspired Seth and Megan and Dr. Williams to then to develop and create this new retractor that we're now commercializing.
Our third winner is a company that was founded in 2008 and is based in Westchester, Pennsylvania.
All right, Tim. The winner is Sentinel Spine, and they won for the 2-level ProDisc L total lumbar disc replacement. Congratulations to the entire Sentinel Spine organization, and most especially to the remarkable brothers behind ProDisc, John, Tony, and Mark Viscogliosi. Boy, I had to practice that last name about 3 times.
Thank you, Neil. Thank you, Tim. And thanks to Robin and the team at Orthopedics This Week for this honor. On behalf of Sentinel Spine, I'm Steve Murray, and I'm pleased to accept the 2020 Best Technology in Spine Award. This recognizes our PMA supplement approval for 2-level treatment using ProDisc lumbar total disc replacement. For us at Sentinel Spine, it's all about advancing patient care, and we are proud of this recent approval. The first implantations of ProDisc in 2002 had both a single-level and a 2-level treatment group. On the basis of that 2-level group, we now have over 13 years of peer-reviewed and published follow-up demonstrating the efficacy and the effectiveness of 2-level treatment with ProDisc in the lumbar spine. And we'll continue to advance the offering in 2021 by bringing to the market new angled end plates that shift the lordotic angle to the inferior plate. This allows each patient's unique lumbar, sacral, and pelvic anatomy and their sagittal balance to be additionally addressed. Advancements like this are something we're proud to bring to the surgeons who treat these patients, and happens only because of a great team of people. I want to recognize a few of them now. Jessica Staub in Regulatory Affairs, Leonard Varanov in Clinical and Medical Affairs, Angela Waltman in Clinical Affairs, Ed McShane, who heads up our engineering group in total disc replacement, Todd Green in patient marketing, and Varun Gandhi, our CFO. Thanks to you, and thanks to the entire Sentinel Spine team for all your great work. And thanks to Orthopedics This Week for this great honor.
Our fourth winner is a company that was founded in 2019 and is based in Boulder, Colorado.
And the winner is Circinus Medical Technology. They won for their Bolt Spine Navigation System. Congratulations to Circinus and Dr. John Dorman.
Thank you, Neil. Thank you, Tim, for introducing us and this kind award. We are thrilled to be included with this impressive group of technologies. Our technology, called the Bolt Navigation System, empowers any surgeon, in any setting, any place in the world, to be able to utilize cutting-edge surgical navigation technology. We have virtually no footprint. We are incredibly cost-effective and are implant agnostic. Our benchtop testing demonstrates that our gyroscope-on-chip technology is as accurate or even more accurate than legacy technologies. To tell you more about the system and how it works and how he uses it, I'd like to introduce my partner, Dr. John Dorman.
Thank you, Neil. Thank you, Tim. I'm happy to be able to discuss this new technology with you. I'm a neurosurgeon and have 70% of my practice is spine. I do a lot of implants and spinal fusions, and I also program software on the side and have several apps in the App Store. Several years ago, I thought it would be a good idea if I could utilize this programming ability and to create a better, more easy to use navigation system, and have developed a navigation system called the Bolt. It's used on an iPod Touch. This allows the surgeon to use this technology to place pedicle screws without the radiation and the cost of several of the other legacy systems. The surgeon then takes a picture on the iPod of the axial image of the CT or MRI that was done several weeks prior to the surgery when the surgeon saw the patient in clinic. And then they take a picture of the lateral spine film that's done in the operating room. Using these two pictures alone, the surgeon then can plan the trajectory of the screw in both planes. And then once they get exposure, have the iPod on the surgical field in a sterile bag, then using their gyroscope on the chip technology, the iPod will give the surgeon the correct trajectory.
Because it is essentially a software play, it can be sold very much like one as a subscription. The response that we have from facilities with this model has been incredibly open and excited. The idea that you can pay a simple monthly subscription to have access to technology this powerful, and then it is constantly updated as you would with Microsoft 365 or a Tesla, and always be on the cutting edge with no budgetary surprises, is something that hospitals and even more your ambulatory surgery centers are very attracted to. So we're looking forward to getting our product on the market next year, beginning the journey to have our technology used throughout the world to help place pedicle screws and cortical screws as effectively as possible.
Our fifth winner is a company that was founded in 2015 and is based in Wayne, Pennsylvania.
All right, thank you, Tim. The winner is Durastat, and they won for their product, also named Durastat. Congratulations to the inventors, Dr. David Anderson, Dr. Mark Curd, Jay Tapper, and Jens Johnson.
Dr. Curd, what inspired the creation of Durastat?
Durastat was originally conceptualized in the operating room during a surgery. Dr. Greg Anderson and I were doing a minimally invasive decompression and had a dural tear. Our protocol was to perform a suture repair. For some reason on that day, during the repair, which was very challenging as is often the case, we asked why there wasn't a better solution for this problem. Asking that question started us down the path of understanding the unique challenges of dural repair, namely suturing in tight spaces, protecting the nerve roots, achieving a watertight repair, and so on. Developing that understanding made it abundantly clear that surgeons did not have adequate tools to address dural tears. From there, we began to develop Durastat as a solution to address those challenges and simplify dural repair.
Jens, you're the engineer that was responsible for developing Durastat into what it is today. What about the design makes Durastat function so much better than conventional instruments for this application?
The key attributes that facilitate this are: the needle is recessed and retained within the tip of the device. This enables the tip to be placed in the most ideal position without prematurely puncturing the dura. The other critical element is the mechanism that deploys the needle. It's optimized to deploy the needle cleanly and reproducibly every time. The extremely tight tolerances required considerable engineering and manufacturing development.
Dr. Curd, from the surgeon's perspective, what are the key considerations for the use of Durastat?
There are three key considerations that drove the development of Durastat. First, it needed to be optimized for use in cases with limited exposure, whether open or minimally invasive. To that end, it has a bayonet design so line of sight of the surgeon is maintained, and it is designed to be used one-handed so the surgeon's other hand can hold suction or another instrument. Second, the design had to enable suturing in tight spaces. The main challenge in that scenario is wrist supination to pass the needle through tissue. Durastat has a curved distal end that allows the needle and suture to pass through the dura in a curved manner. essentially incorporating supination into the device. Finally, during a dural repair, it is critical not to damage the neural elements. The needles in Durastat are recessed below the tip of the device. This enables surgeons to safely use Durastat similar to a nerve hook to locate the edge of the dura without damaging nerves and then safely pass the needle through the tissue at the desired location.
Our sixth winner is a company that was founded in 2019 and is based in Boulder, Colorado.
All right, and the winner is Fusion Robotics, and they won for their product also named Fusion Robotics. Congratulations to the inventors, Dr. Kevin Foley, Kevin Frank, and Brad Clayton, and the engineers, Kevin Frank, Brad Clayton, Michael Vogel, Jeff Justice, Pedro Costa, and Dave Vaughn.
Hi everyone, I'm Brad Clayton, the CEO of Fusion Robotics. I'd like to thank Neil and Tim and Robin for this award and the effort they put into this process every year. I do think it's a great recognition of our team's efforts and what the product has ended up being, which I'll talk about in just a little bit. The team that's worked on this is a small team, about a half dozen people that have done the vast majority of the work. Kevin Frank and Kirsten Bays are our application software and all the math behind the system. Just done a wonderful job on the software. Dave Vaughn is our systems director. He really has created the system, with the all-in-one computer, putting everything together and getting it into production. Jeff Justice is our mechanical engineer who's built all the instrumentation that goes with it. All of this team has 25 years of experience in our area, in our market. Our European team, Pedro Costa, has been leading the effort for many years, 5 years at least, on this little robot, and backed up with Serjan Moslavec, who's done a lot of the work on the firmware for us. So the results of this product and this project is the result of this team, and the team is just everything. Our product, we have a vision that this is a high-value, cost-effective product. It's what we believe is we can bring robots to everybody. A useful tool that truly helps in surgery, and that can be a tool that helps the surgeons with maybe a little bit better surgery and helps relieve the stress of the surgeon. So our goal is to make this the standard of care, not just an exception. The product is simple. It's economical, being very, very much less expensive than the robots that are on the market today. It's simple, takes just a fraction of the time to set up and a fraction of the time to use. It's compact, takes very little space in the OR or in storage in the hallway. It's designed for the surgical team, not just the surgeon. And it's efficient. We believe that we can help surgeons place pedicle screws faster than any other system on the market. So with that said, I want to once again thank everyone for this award, and I will leave the presentation here. Look us up on fusionroboticsusa.com, and thank you.
Our seventh winner is a company that was founded in 2000 and is based in Zurich, Switzerland.
Wow, Tim, all the way from Switzerland? That's amazing. All right, the winner is Kuros Bioscience, and they won for their Fibrin PTH product. Congratulations to the inventors Lawrence Vogt, Alistair Irvine, and Felipe Sodin. Felipe was also the engineer on the project.
Thank you, Neil and Tim. I'm delighted to accept this award on behalf of the team at Kuros Biosciences. Our focus at Kuros is on revolutionizing the field of orthobiologics by developing bone grafts that deliver both targeted and controlled healing. We have contributed more than 150 years of combined research experience to this field, and over 400 patients have been treated in clinical trials related to our technologies. Our ultimate mission is to eliminate orthopedic non-unions in the spine and improve rehabilitation for patients receiving back surgery. In particular, I would like to congratulate the engineers and inventors who developed this technology, Lawrence Voigt, Alistair Irvine, and Philippe Saudan, for whom this award recognizes many years of hard work. This award is in recognition of fibrin PTH, a novel injectable PTH-based bone graft. Curos has developed a product candidate to activate bone formation based on parathyroid hormone, or PTH, and the natural healing matrix fibrin. Unlike BMP2, PTH only affects cells already committed to form bone. PTH increases the number of bone-forming cells by promoting differentiation of osteoprogenitor cells and proliferation of osteoblasts, whilst also extending their lifespan. PTH has been delivered systemically for the treatment of osteoporosis for many years, but in its current form, it is not suitable for localized bone healing due to its short half-life. Using its proprietary technology, a modified PTH is covalently bound to fibrin through the TG hook peptide linker, which also contains a site for enzyme-mediated release, thus enabling the prolonged and controlled delivery of PTH at the site of treatment using only a single application. For the preparation of the bone graft, modified PTH containing the linker is mixed with a fibrin sealant. The mixture initially forms an easy-to-use gel, then rapidly solidifies after application. For spinal interbody fusion, the deceased or damaged disc is partially removed, leaving the annulus intact. The end plates are then decorticated before a cage is inserted. Preclinical studies demonstrate that the excellent flowability and setting properties of fibrin PTH make it ideal for filling of the clear disc space and cage using open or minimally invasive techniques, thus enabling the prolonged and controlled delivery of PTH at the site of treatment using only a single application.
Our 8th winner is a company that was founded in 2018 and is based in Brunswick, New Jersey.
All right, Tim. The winner is Molecular Surface Technologies, and they won for their permanent active antimicrobial surface technology for spinal implants. Congratulations to the inventors, Dr. Randy Clevenger, Cho-Jin Kim, Kristen Blacklock, and Dr. Gordon Donald.
Hello, I am Dr. Gordon Donald, a biomechanical engineer, practicing orthopedic spine surgeon, and founder and chairman of Molecular Surface Technologies. I've had the privilege to be a guest at many of these award ceremonies, a judge for these technology awards, and now leading a team gratified to be the recipient of the Best Technology in Spine Award. MST creates antimicrobial implants by modifying the molecular composition of material surfaces. This is a permanent, covalently bound nano-thickness treatment with potent functional properties. Despite systemic prophylactic and regional antibiotics, as well as advances in minimally invasive surgery, infection remains a devastating problem. Everyone now understands that biofilm acts as a barrier to treat infection. Biofilms protect the implant from both host immune response and markedly decrease antimicrobial efficacy, so their prevention is most important. However, their formation is a downstream process that requires living planktonic bacteria. We now know that the majority of bacteria recovered from infected implants date back to the time of surgery, and these surface bacteria are the culprits of biofilm formation. It is clear that implant infection is a surface phenomenon that demands a surface solution. This MST invention provides such a solution by eliminating live bacteria at the implant surface. MST antimicrobial technology provides a permanently bound motif with molecules that are generally regarded as safe. This process allows simple and cost-effective manufacturing similar to an anodization process. It provides extremely potent antimicrobial results across all bacterial species common to spinal and periprosthetic infections. The graph demonstrates a greater than 5 log reduction in Staph aureus. Furthermore, the surface is friendly to mammalian osteoblasts and is completely non-toxic as shown by the 10993 testing. There are other antimicrobial solutions targeted at the implant surface, including texturing and eluting molecules or antibiotics. These strategies remain fraught with FDA issues concerning regional and systemic toxicity, antimicrobial resistance, and potency. Our MST antimicrobial technology is free of these concerns and continues to provide extreme antimicrobial potency. Surface strategies are a necessary solution to prevent implant infections, and the MST technology is the most potent and cost-effective answer to this problem. This will become the standard of care. I would like to thank the judges and Orthopedics This Week team for their time and effort in producing this world-class event. Specifically, I would like to thank Mr. Robin Young, who has not only done a tremendous job promoting our industry, but has brought immeasurable quality improvement to what we do in caring for patients. Thanks, Robin.
Our ninth winner is a company that was founded in 2016 and is based in Boca Raton, Florida.
And the winner is Surgentech. They won for their 3D graft rasp system, which incidentally just received their 510(k) clearance. Congratulations to the inventors, Travis Greenlaw and Andrew Shoup, and their lead engineer, Brian Hellriegel.
Thank you, Neil and Tim. My name is Travis Greenlaw. I'm the CEO of Surgentech.
And I'm Andrew Shoup, the Chief Operating Officer of Surgentech.
And we won the Spine Technology Award for the 3D graft rasp system. What that system is, it's a minimally invasive or open system that allows you to perform a posterior lateral lumbar fusion. So the system entails multiple components in one small tray, along with the universal graft gun delivery system. The graft gun delivery system we've had on the market for 3 years in the United States as well as internationally. And what the graft gun does with the graft rasp, it allows for controlled, precise delivery of bone graft. And when you're delivering the bone graft out of the aperture of the graft rasp, it allows you to do it in a controlled manner. You know how much bone graft is being delivered, especially if you can't see the bone graft. That's very, very important. This has generally been neglected over the past couple decades. It's generally neglected because of access to the area, to that posterior lateral gutter region. So what we've done over the past decade, through iteration after iteration, is provide access, a technique, and a system allows the surgeon or physician to adequately decorticate and deliver bone graft over the transverse processes. So in July of this year, we received indication for general orthopedic use. Once we got that, we went on, we saw the need for the spine indication. We applied to the FDA, and the FDA cleared us with indication for decortication and bone graft delivery on the transverse processes and the facets.
And that was pretty big for us because the transverse process and facets is a method that we really had to push with the FDA to get clearance. There was nothing in the field that we had predicate to. We actually had to compare it to our own device previously.
There's multiple instruments in the set depending on the anatomy. So what we focused on is L5S1 being a steep angle. So we have a decortication rasp and instruments for that level, and the levels above, there's different instruments for that as well. So depending on the anatomy, we've tailored those instruments to the surgeon's needs.
It's interesting because it allows for the end plates on the end of the rasp to be changed. There's multiple designs, and each time you replace it, it's a fresh set of teeth for each surgery. So the design can be tailored to whatever the need is for the procedure.
I think one of the interesting things that we've done as well too is we've proved that this product works. We have post-op imaging, we have CT scans. Physicians in field are giving us great feedback. It's audible and tactile feedback. When they're decorticating the bone, they can actually hear it and they can feel it. So there's a lot of possibilities, a lot of opportunity with this system, and it's been used, tried and true, and we just want to prove its efficacy long term.
Our final winner is a company that was founded in 2013 and is based in Manchester, Connecticut.
All right. The final winner is Woven Orthopedic Technologies, and they won for their Augment Implant Enhancement System. Congratulations to the inventor, Dr. Alec Jones.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Neil. My partners and I have been following OTW for quite some time now. You see the best and the brightest innovations, technologies year after year. Your colleagues, your judges are some of the most talented minds in orthopedics. So while we believe with what we've been doing at Woven Orthopedics all this year, it's an honor to receive this award and know that we have your confidence and support as well. So on behalf of everybody here at Woven Orthopedic Technologies, thank you sincerely for this recognition. And then also to all my colleagues and partners at Woven Orthopedics, past and present, who have been instrumental in building this business and developing Dr. Alexander Jones's original idea into the award-winning technology that it is today. Congratulations to all of us. And what we do is quite simple. We help surgeons optimize outcomes and minimize costs. That's what we do. And our first technology here, which I actually have in my hand right here, is the Augment implant. And this is designed to enhance the screw-to-bone interface to improve stability in compromised fixation scenarios. It's actually very similar to a wall anchor you'd buy at Home Depot or Lowe's to help mount furniture to a wall. It's simple. It's cost efficient. This could be implanted in under 2 minutes. It's used in conjunction with existing plates and screws that are on the market. So surgeons can continue to use their preferred types of technologies. We've had phenomenal results in Europe so far, 100% success. We haven't had any complications, any device-related issues, any revisions. So this thing works. We're very proud of what we've created here. And coincidentally, we were also just approved by the FDA for use in trauma in the United States. So we are looking forward to introducing this into the US market soon. But on behalf of everybody here, thank you so much for this award. It really is a great accomplishment for us, and we appreciate it.
Tim, those are some dynamic companies with amazing products.
They really were, Neil. I have to say, I get excited and optimistic about the future of spine care, the impact on practices and patient outcomes when I hear of these great new products.
And remember, when you're ready to build an amazing team, Robin Young Ortho Recruiters, we've got your back.
Dave and April, back to you.
Thank you, Tim and Neil, and thank you, Dave, for joining me as co-host for this year's 12th Annual Spine Technology Awards. This has been an incredible experience.
Well, the pleasure has been all mine. What an outstanding group you are. If I could, one last round of applause for this amazing group of inventors and engineers. Thanks again, everyone. Stay safe and stay healthy.